What's your favorite color? I really enjoy listening to music. She doesn't like spicy food at all. Are you planning to go hiking this weekend? He usually wakes up quite early on weekdays. We went to the new art exhibition downtown yesterday. Could you please pass me the salt and pepper? I'm not sure if I can make it to the meeting. The weather forecast predicts rain for tomorrow afternoon. Do you often travel abroad for vacation? My sister is learning to play the guitar. They haven't finished their homework yet. How long have you been living in this city? It's getting late. We should probably head home soon. This coffee tastes much better than the one I had this morning. She's thinking about changing her career path next year. Don't forget to lock the door when you leave. We're going to try that new Italian restaurant tonight. Have you ever tried scuba diving before? I didn't realize how much time had passed. He's always complaining about the traffic. Can you recommend a good book to read? They will be arriving at the airport in an hour. I'm so excited about the upcoming holiday. She doesn't understand why he acted that way. What time does the movie start tonight? We ought to save some money for a rainy day. He has been working on that project all week. Is there anything I can do to help you? I've never seen such a beautiful sunset. They are building a new shopping mall near my house. Why did you decide to move to another country? I wish I had more free time to pursue my hobbies. She's incredibly talented at playing the piano. We don't have enough milk for breakfast. Did you enjoy your trip to the mountains last month? He seems to be very busy with his new job. I'm looking forward to meeting your family. Can you tell me the way to the nearest subway station? It's important to get enough sleep every night. They aren't going to participate in the competition. How often do you go to the gym? I believe that honesty is the best policy. She's trying to learn a new language online. We had a great time at the amusement park. Have you finished reading that novel yet? He doesn't usually eat breakfast in the morning. What do you usually do on your day off? I'm a bit tired, so I might go to bed early. They're discussing their plans for the summer vacation. Could you repeat that sentence more slowly, please? I'm not familiar with that particular phrase. She usually takes the bus to work every day. Have you seen my keys anywhere? I can't find them. We decided to cancel our picnic due to the rain. He's very good at solving complicated puzzles. What's your opinion on remote work? I think it's crucial to stay hydrated throughout the day. They've lived in this neighborhood for over 10 years. Is there a good bakery around here? I prefer tea over coffee in the evenings. She doesn't like to talk about her personal life. Are you feeling better now after resting? We're planning a surprise party for our friend. He has a lot of experience in marketing. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this new software. They won't be able to attend the conference. What kind of music do you listen to most often? It's a wonderful day for a walk in the park. She looks much younger than her actual age. Can you help me carry these heavy bags? I don't really have a preference for either option. He's always willing to lend a helping hand. We should definitely try that new restaurant everyone's talking about. Have you ever considered volunteering for a cause? I'm getting used to living in a big city now. They usually spend their holidays at the beach. What's the best way to learn a new skill quickly? She needs to practice more to improve her English. It's important to express your feelings clearly. I didn't expect to see you here today. He often goes jogging in the park after work. Are you interested in learning about history? We're running out of time, so we need to hurry up. This movie is much more exciting than I thought it would be. She isn't afraid of trying new things. What did you do during your summer break? I'm trying to cut down on my sugar intake. They've just bought a brand new car. Don't worry, everything will be all right in the end. Could you recommend a good place for dinner? I've heard a lot of good things about that book. She often takes photos of nature and landscapes. We are having a small gathering at our place tonight. He hasn't decided what to do after graduation. Is there a public library nearby? I'm really looking forward to the concert next month. They're discussing the latest news headlines. It's important to be polite and respectful to everyone. I think I'll just stay home and relax this evening. How was your day at work today? I need to buy some groceries on my way home. She rarely watches television these days. Have you ever been to Japan during cherry blossom season? He usually exercises for an hour every morning. We celebrated our anniversary at a fancy restaurant. Could you explain that concept in simpler terms? I'm not accustomed to living in such a quiet neighborhood. The new train station will be completed next year. Do you prefer reading physical books or e-books? My brother is a very talented graphic designer. They haven't decided where to go for their honeymoon. What's your favorite way to relax after a long week? It's crucial to stay positive, even during difficult times. This soup is a bit too salty for my taste. She's considering applying for a scholarship abroad. Make sure you double-check all the details before submitting. We're planning a weekend getaway to the countryside. Have you ever participated in a marathon? I didn't expect the movie to be so captivating. He's always losing his keys and wallet. Can you suggest a good online course for coding? They will be visiting us next month for a few days. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. She doesn't understand the importance of punctuality. What time do you usually have dinner? We should try to reduce our plastic consumption. He has been studying French for over 2 years now. Is there anything urgent I need to know about? I've never tasted anything quite like this before. They are organizing a charity event next month. Why did you choose to pursue that particular field of study? I wish I could travel around the world someday. She's exceptionally good at solving math problems. We don't have enough chairs for all the guests. Did you have a productive day at work? He seems to be much happier since he changed jobs. I'm really looking forward to the long weekend. Can you tell me what time the museum closes? It's essential to follow the instructions carefully. They aren't interested in buying a new car right now. How often do you call your parents? I firmly believe in giving back to the community. She's attempting to bake a complicated cake recipe. We had a memorable experience volunteering at the animal shelter. Have you renewed your passport yet? He doesn't usually stay up late on weekdays. What do you do to relieve stress? I'm feeling optimistic about the future. They're discussing the pros and cons of moving. Could you speak a little louder, please? I'm not familiar with that historical event. She usually cycles to work when the weather is good. Have you seen my glasses? I can't find them anywhere. We decided to postpone our trip until next year. He's very skilled at playing various musical instruments. What's your favorite type of cuisine? I think it's vital to have a work-life balance. They've been married for over 20 years. Is there a good bookstore nearby? I prefer savory snacks over sweet ones. She doesn't like to talk about politics. Are you feeling well enough to go out tonight? We're planning a road trip across the country. He has a great sense of humor. I'm still trying to get the hang of this new video game. They won't be able to provide that service. What kind of movies do you enjoy watching? It's a perfect day for a picnic by the lake. She looks very similar to her mother. Can you lend me a hand with this task? I don't really mind either way, just pick one. He's always eager to learn new things. We should definitely visit that historical site someday. Have you ever tried meditating before? I'm getting used to the local accent now. They usually spend their evenings watching documentaries. What's the best way to stay motivated? She needs to review her notes before the exam. It's important to be honest with yourself. I didn't expect the concert to be so lively. He often takes his dog for a walk in the morning. Are you interested in pursuing further education? We're running low on coffee beans. This book is much more thought-provoking than I anticipated. She isn't afraid of expressing her opinions. What did you learn from your last job experience? I'm trying to incorporate more vegetables into my diet. They've just renovated their entire apartment. Don't take it too seriously, it's just a game. Could you recommend a good documentary to watch? I've heard a lot about that new technological breakthrough. She often paints beautiful abstract art. We are having a farewell party for our colleague next week. He hasn't found a solution to the problem yet. Is there a post office nearby? I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends this weekend. They're discussing global environmental issues. It's important to be patient and persistent. I think I'll go for a run later this afternoon. How long does it take to get there by train? I always make a to-do list at the beginning of the day. She rarely complains about anything. Have you ever tried traditional Taiwanese breakfast? He usually finishes work by 6 p.m. We decided to try a new recipe for dinner tonight. Could you give me a ride to the station tomorrow? I'm not accustomed to such hot and humid weather. The new park is a great place for a leisurely stroll. Do you prefer indoor or outdoor activities? My cousin is studying abroad in Europe. They haven't confirmed their attendance yet. What's your favorite season of the year and why? It's essential to stay positive and believe in yourself. This painting is absolutely stunning. She's thinking about starting her own business. Don't forget to charge your phone before you leave. We're planning to redecorate our living room next month. Have you ever gone camping in the wilderness? I didn't expect the concert tickets to sell out so quickly. He's always misplacing his glasses. Can you recommend a good podcast about current events? They will be moving into their new apartment next week. I'm feeling quite optimistic about the outcome. She doesn't understand the complex instructions. What time do the shops usually open around here? We ought to be more mindful of our environmental impact. He has been practicing the piano diligently every day. Is there anything else you would like to add? I've never experienced such incredible hospitality. They are building a new bridge across the river. Why did you choose that particular university? I wish I could play a musical instrument well. She's incredibly skilled at baking intricate pastries. We don't have enough time to finish everything today. Did you catch the latest news headlines this morning? He seems to be recovering well from his illness. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming festival. Can you tell me the best way to get to the airport? It's important to set realistic goals for yourself. They aren't going to compromise on their principles. How often do you check your emails? I believe that communication is key in any relationship. She's attempting to learn how to knit. We had a fantastic time exploring the old town. Have you downloaded the new software update yet? He doesn't usually participate in group activities. What do you do to unwind after a stressful day? I'm feeling a bit restless and need a change of scenery. They're discussing the future of artificial intelligence. Could you rephrase that in simpler words? I'm not familiar with that particular type of cuisine. She usually walks her dog in the park every evening. Have you seen my phone anywhere? It's not in my pocket. We decided to take a different route to avoid traffic. He's very good at public speaking. What's your opinion on the latest fashion trends? I think it's crucial to protect endangered species. They've been planning this trip for months. Is there a good fitness center nearby? I prefer sweet desserts over savory ones. She doesn't like to watch horror movies. Are you feeling up for going out tonight? We're planning a picnic at the botanical garden. He has a very positive outlook on life. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to organize my files. They won't be able to offer a refund. What kind of books do you enjoy reading the most? It's a beautiful day to sit outside and enjoy the fresh air. She looks much younger without her glasses. Can you give me a hand with this heavy box? I don't really have a strong opinion about that. He's always eager to help others. We should definitely visit that art gallery sometime soon. Have you ever tried learning a musical instrument as an adult? I'm getting used to the different time zone now. They usually spend their weekends pursuing outdoor hobbies. What's the best way to deal with stress? She needs to submit her application by the deadline. It's important to be true to yourself. I didn't expect the performance to be so moving. He often goes swimming at the local pool. Are you interested in environmental conservation? We're running low on patience. This documentary is much more informative than I expected. She isn't afraid of taking risks. What did you enjoy most about your last vacation? I'm trying to improve my public speaking skills. They've just adopted a new pet. Don't worry about it too much, it's not a big deal. Could you recommend a good recipe for dinner? I've heard a lot about that new historical drama. She often practices yoga to relax. We are having a barbecue party in our backyard next weekend. He hasn't found his passion yet. Is there a gas station nearby? I'm really looking forward to a relaxing evening at home. They're discussing the latest developments in science. It's important to be open-minded and adaptable. I think I'll just order some takeout tonight. Good morning. How did you sleep last night? I usually wake up at 7 o'clock on weekdays. Don't forget to brush your teeth before breakfast. What would you like to have for lunch today? Could you please pass me the salt and pepper? I'm not feeling very well this morning. Have you seen my keys anywhere in the house? The weather forecast says it might rain tomorrow. Let's go for a walk in the park after dinner. I need to do some grocery shopping this afternoon. What time does your office usually close on Fridays? I have an important meeting with my boss tomorrow. Can you help me finish this project by the deadline? She hasn't completed her homework assignment yet. The presentation went better than I expected. How long have you been working at this company? I'm thinking about changing my career path soon. The professor explained the concept very clearly. Students must submit their papers before midnight. We shouldn't discuss confidential information here. My younger sister is getting married next month. Do you have any plans for the weekend with your family? I really appreciate everything you've done for me. They've been best friends since elementary school. We're planning a surprise party for our mother's birthday. Haven't you introduced me to your new boyfriend yet? The children are playing in the backyard right now. My grandmother tells the most interesting stories. I wonder if we should invite them to dinner. Communication is the key to a healthy relationship. How much does that beautiful dress cost in the window? I'm looking for a gift for my 10-year-old nephew. The price of gasoline has increased significantly this year. Do you accept credit cards or only cash payments? I need to return this shirt because it doesn't fit properly. The store is having a huge sale this weekend. Can I get a receipt for this purchase, please? I forgot my wallet at home this morning. That restaurant is too expensive for my budget. We should compare prices before making a decision. What's the fastest way to get to the airport? I've never been to Europe before this trip. The train to Chicago leaves at 3:30. Could you recommend a good hotel in the city center? My flight has been delayed for 2 hours. I always get nervous when I'm driving in heavy traffic. Let's take the subway instead of a taxi. Have you ever traveled to Asia for business? The bus stop is just around the corner from here. I'm planning to visit my cousin in California next summer. I try to exercise at least 3 times a week. You should see a doctor about that persistent cough. She's been feeling dizzy since yesterday afternoon. I can't eat spicy food because of my stomach problems. The gym membership is worth the monthly fee. Have you been taking your vitamins regularly? I need to schedule a dental appointment soon. Running in the morning makes me feel energetic all day. The doctor said I should get more sleep. I'm trying to eat healthier and lose some weight. What's your favorite type of music to listen to? I enjoy reading mystery novels before bedtime. The movie we saw last night was absolutely fantastic. Do you know how to play any musical instruments? I collect vintage postcards from different countries. The concert tickets are completely sold out already. She's been learning to paint watercolors recently. Video games can be both entertaining and educational. I prefer outdoor activities over indoor hobbies. The art exhibition opens next Tuesday at the museum. I'm allergic to shellfish and certain types of nuts. Could you teach me how to make your famous pasta sauce? The restaurant serves authentic Italian cuisine. I've been trying to eat more vegetables lately. The cake you baked for the party was delicious. We should make a reservation for dinner tonight. I don't usually eat meat on Mondays. The coffee shop on the corner has the best espresso. Have you ever tried cooking Indian food at home? The farmer's market has fresh organic produce. It's been raining continuously for 3 days straight. I love the smell of fresh air after a thunderstorm. The temperature dropped below freezing last night. Summer is my favorite season of the year. Do you think we'll have snow this winter? The sun is shining brightly through my bedroom window. I always feel more energetic during spring months. The weather has been unusually warm for December. We should bring umbrellas just in case it rains. I enjoy watching the leaves change colors in autumn. I can't connect to the internet from my laptop. Have you updated your phone's software recently? The new app makes organizing photos much easier. I spend too much time on social media platforms. The computer is running very slowly this morning. Can you show me how to use this new device? I back up all my important files to the cloud. The website is temporarily unavailable right now. Technology has changed our lives dramatically. I need to charge my phone before leaving the house. I'm feeling overwhelmed with all these responsibilities. The good news made everyone in the office happy. She seems worried about her upcoming job interview. I'm so proud of my daughter's academic achievements. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The movie made me laugh until my stomach hurt. I'm excited about starting my new hobby next week. He's been feeling homesick since moving to another city. The surprise gift brought tears of joy to her eyes. I'm grateful for all the support from my friends. How many languages can you speak fluently? The library has an excellent collection of reference books. I'm taking an online course in digital marketing. The teacher explained the math problem step by step. Students should develop good study habits early. I failed the driving test for the second time. The university offers scholarships to outstanding students. Learning a new skill requires patience and practice. The graduation ceremony will be held next month. I need to improve my writing skills for work. We're moving to a bigger apartment next month. The rent includes utilities like electricity and water. I love the view from my bedroom window. The neighbors upstairs make too much noise at night. We need to fix the leaky faucet in the kitchen. The house has a beautiful garden in the backyard. I'm looking for a furnished apartment near downtown. The heating system hasn't been working properly lately. We painted the living room walls a light blue color. The mortgage payment is due on the 15th of each month. What time do you usually have lunch on weekdays? I have a dentist appointment at 2 o'clock tomorrow. The meeting has been rescheduled for next Thursday. How long does it take you to commute to work? I'm always running late in the morning. The store closes at 9 o'clock on Sundays. Can we meet sometime next week to discuss this? I've been waiting here for almost an hour. The deadline for the project is approaching quickly. I need to manage my time more efficiently. What do you think we should do about this situation? I suggest we try a different approach to solve the problem. Have you considered asking for professional help? Maybe we should postpone the meeting until everyone can attend. The best solution might be to compromise with both parties. I recommend checking with your insurance company first. Why don't we brainstorm some creative ideas together? You might want to get a second opinion before deciding. I think we need more information before making a choice. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option. This restaurant is much better than the one we went to yesterday. She's the most talented musician I've ever heard perform. The weather today is not as cold as it was last week. I think the blue shirt looks better on you than the red one. This book is more interesting than I expected it to be. The new shopping mall is twice as big as the old one. My car is older than yours but runs just as well. The mountain trail is less challenging than the guide described. This coffee tastes stronger than what I usually drink. The apartment is smaller but more affordable than others. I remember visiting that museum when I was a child. We used to live in a small town before moving here. I wish I had studied harder for that important exam. Last summer we took a wonderful trip to the mountains. I never thought I would enjoy learning to cook so much. The first time I drove a car was terrifying but exciting. We had such a great time at the wedding celebration. I used to be afraid of swimming in deep water. The concert I attended last year was absolutely amazing. I still remember the day I got my first job. I'm planning to learn Spanish during my summer vacation. We're going to redecorate the kitchen next month. I hope to travel to Japan sometime in the near future. She's going to start her own business after graduation. I want to spend more quality time with my family. We're thinking about adopting a pet from the animal shelter. I'm going to join a gym to get in better shape. They plan to get married in a small ceremony next spring. I hope the weather will be nice for our picnic tomorrow. I'm looking forward to retiring in about 10 years. I usually read the newspaper while drinking my morning coffee. She's currently studying for her final exams at the library. The children are playing soccer in the park across the street. I was cooking dinner when you called me yesterday evening. He's been working on his novel for over 2 years now. We were watching television when the power went out suddenly. I had already finished my homework before going to bed. She will have completed her degree by next December. I'm going to be traveling for business most of next month. By the time you arrive, I'll have prepared everything for dinner. I can speak 3 languages, but I'm not fluent in all of them. She's able to solve complex math problems very quickly. I couldn't understand the instructions because they were unclear. He might be able to help you with your computer problem. I should practice playing the piano more regularly. You must wear a helmet when riding a bicycle here. I don't have to work this weekend for the first time in months. She shouldn't stay up so late on school nights. We ought to arrive at the airport at least 2 hours early. I used to be able to run 5 miles without stopping. I think the new restaurant has excellent food and service. In my opinion, summer is the best time to visit Europe. I believe that learning languages opens many opportunities. She doesn't like horror movies because they give her nightmares. I prefer tea over coffee, especially in the afternoon. I can't stand waiting in long lines at the grocery store. I'm fond of classical music, particularly pieces by Mozart. I find it difficult to concentrate when there's too much noise. I enjoy spending quiet evenings at home reading books. I'm not particularly interested in watching sports on television. I've been having trouble sleeping for the past few nights. You should drink more water throughout the day. My back has been hurting since I helped move furniture yesterday. I need to get my eyes checked by an optometrist soon. She's recovering well from her surgery last month. I'm trying to cut down on sugar and processed foods. The doctor said my blood pressure is within normal range. I feel much better after taking a short nap this afternoon. Regular exercise can help prevent many health problems. I'm allergic to pollen during the spring season. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? I've been working overtime frequently to meet project deadlines. She was promoted to manager after only 6 months. The company is hiring new employees for the marketing department. I'm considering applying for a position in another city. The salary is competitive and the benefits package is excellent. I have to attend a conference in Boston next week. My colleague is taking a leave of absence for personal reasons. The job requires extensive travel throughout the region. I'm thinking about starting my own consulting business. We're having a barbecue party in our backyard this Saturday. I met some interesting people at the networking event last night. Would you like to join us for drinks after work today? The wedding reception was held at a beautiful country club. I'm not much of a party person, but I enjoy small gatherings. We should get together soon to catch up on everything. The birthday party was a complete surprise for everyone. I feel nervous when I have to speak in front of large groups. The reunion gave us a chance to reconnect with old friends. I prefer intimate dinner parties over large social events. I need to buy groceries and household supplies this afternoon. The store is offering a 20% discount on all items. I'm looking for a birthday gift for my 8-year-old niece. The shoes I ordered online don't fit properly. I always compare prices before making expensive purchases. The shopping center has a wide variety of stores and restaurants. I prefer shopping at local businesses rather than large chains. The customer service representative was very helpful and polite. I need to return this defective product and get a refund. Online shopping has become increasingly popular and convenient. The new smartphone has many features I don't really need. I'm having trouble connecting my printer to the wireless network. Social media has changed the way people communicate with each other. The computer software needs to be updated to the latest version. I use my tablet primarily for reading books and watching videos. The internet connection has been very slow all morning. I'm learning how to use new productivity apps for work. Technology has made many aspects of our lives more convenient. I need to back up my important files before installing new software. The virtual meeting went smoothly despite some technical difficulties. We should all do our part to protect the environment. The park has beautiful walking trails and picnic areas. I love listening to birds singing in the morning. The ocean waves were incredibly powerful during the storm. We're trying to reduce our household waste and recycle more. The forest fire caused significant damage to the wildlife habitat. I enjoy hiking in the mountains during the cooler months. The garden is full of colorful flowers and buzzing bees. Air pollution has become a serious problem in many cities. The sunset over the lake was absolutely breathtaking last evening. Different cultures have unique ways of celebrating holidays. I'm interested in learning about the history of this region. The festival features traditional music, dance, and local food. Language reflects the culture and values of its speakers. I enjoy visiting museums to learn about art and history. Family traditions are important for maintaining cultural identity. The architecture in this city shows influences from various periods. I'm fascinated by the customs and beliefs of different societies. Traditional crafts are being preserved by dedicated artisans. Cultural exchange programs help promote international understanding. I'm taking evening classes to improve my professional skills. The teacher uses various methods to keep students engaged. Online learning has become more popular in recent years. I find it easier to learn when I can practice immediately. The school is known for its excellent science and math programs. I'm struggling with this subject and might need a tutor. Education is one of the most valuable investments we can make. The library has quiet study areas and group discussion rooms. I prefer hands-on learning experiences over theoretical lectures. Continuous learning is essential in today's rapidly changing world. I'm trying to save money for a down payment on a house. The cost of living has increased significantly in this area. I need to create a monthly budget to track my expenses. Investing in the stock market can be risky but potentially rewarding. I'm paying off my student loans gradually each month. The bank approved my application for a personal loan. I should start planning for retirement even though I'm still young. The restaurant bill was much higher than I expected. I'm looking for ways to earn additional income on weekends. Financial literacy is an important skill everyone should develop. I'm really grateful for all the support you've given me. I miss spending time with my family during the holidays. I'm worried about my friend who has been acting strangely lately. The surprise party made me feel so loved and appreciated. I'm disappointed that the concert was cancelled at the last minute. I feel confident about my presentation tomorrow morning. I'm excited to see what opportunities the new year will bring. I'm sorry I was late to our meeting this afternoon. I admire people who volunteer their time to help others. I'm proud of the progress I've made in learning this language. What would you do if you were in my situation? I think we need to approach this problem from a different angle. Have you tried restarting your computer to fix the issue? Maybe we should ask for help from someone more experienced. The solution might be simpler than we initially thought. I suggest we make a list of all possible options first. Why don't we take a short break and then continue working? I believe we can find a compromise that works for everyone. The key is to identify the root cause of the problem. Let's brainstorm creative solutions without judging any ideas initially. My sister is very organized and always plans everything carefully. He's quite shy but becomes talkative once you get to know him. She has a great sense of humor and makes everyone laugh. My boss is demanding but fair in his expectations. I admire people who are honest and straightforward in their communication. My neighbor is incredibly generous and always willing to help. He's very patient with children and would make a great teacher. She's ambitious and works hard to achieve her goals. My friend is very creative and always comes up with interesting ideas. I appreciate people who are reliable and keep their promises. Let me tell you about the most interesting trip I've ever taken. I'll never forget the day I learned to ride a bicycle. The funniest thing happened to me at the grocery store yesterday. I had the most amazing experience at the concert last weekend. The worst weather I've ever experienced was during a camping trip. I remember feeling so nervous before my first job interview. The best meal I've ever had was at a small restaurant in Italy. I used to be terrified of public speaking until I took a class. The most challenging project I've worked on taught me valuable lessons. I still laugh when I think about that embarrassing moment last year. I notice that people seem to be always in a hurry these days. I wonder why some people are naturally better at certain skills. It's interesting how music can instantly change your mood. I've observed that small acts of kindness can make a big difference. I find it amazing how quickly children learn new languages. It's curious how different people can interpret the same situation differently. I'm fascinated by how much technology has advanced in recent years. I've realized that good communication is essential in every relationship. It's remarkable how much you can learn from traveling to new places. I believe that everyone has something valuable to teach others. I highly recommend trying the seafood restaurant downtown. You should definitely visit the art museum if you have time. I suggest taking an umbrella because it might rain later. You might want to consider getting a second opinion from another doctor. I think you should apply for that job since you're well qualified. I recommend reading this book if you're interested in history. You ought to start exercising regularly for better health. I advise saving some money each month for emergencies. You should probably leave earlier to avoid the rush hour traffic. I suggest we meet at the coffee shop instead of the noisy restaurant. This year's winter has been much milder than last year's. The new employee is as dedicated as the most experienced workers. I find email more convenient than traditional mail for quick communication. The movie was not as exciting as the book it was based on. Living in the city is quite different from living in the countryside. This restaurant service is better than their food quality. The morning flight is less expensive than the evening one. I think the original version of the song is superior to the remake. The weather in spring is more unpredictable than in summer. Working from home has both advantages and disadvantages compared to office work. If I had more time, I would learn to play a musical instrument. What would you do if you won the lottery tomorrow? If it rains this weekend, we'll have to cancel our picnic plans. I would be happier if I lived closer to my family. If you need any help with your project, please let me know. What would happen if everyone in the world spoke the same language? If I were you, I would accept that job offer immediately. We could go to the beach tomorrow if the weather is nice. If she studies hard, she should pass the exam without difficulty. I would travel more often if I had a higher salary. I always check my email first thing in the morning. She never drinks coffee after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I usually go jogging 3 times a week in the local park. He sometimes works late when there are important deadlines. I rarely eat fast food because I prefer home-cooked meals. We often have family dinners on Sunday evenings. I frequently listen to music while I'm working at my computer. She occasionally volunteers at the local animal shelter on weekends. I hardly ever watch television during the week. I always brush my teeth before going to bed at night. The weather has been unusually warm for this time of year, don't you think? I'm considering taking a cooking class to improve my culinary skills. The traffic was so heavy this morning that I was almost late for work. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in another country? I need to organize my schedule better to have more time for hobbies. The documentary about ocean life was both educational and visually stunning. I'm planning to redecorate my apartment with more plants and natural light. She's been learning French for 2 years and can now hold basic conversations. The new policy at work has created some confusion among the employees. I find it relaxing to listen to classical music while reading in the evening. Despite the challenging circumstances, she managed to complete her degree successfully. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. The company has been expanding rapidly since they introduced their new product line. I've been meaning to call you for weeks, but I keep getting distracted by work. The concert was postponed due to the lead singer's sudden illness. I wish I had learned to swim when I was younger instead of waiting until now. The restaurant we visited last night exceeded all of our expectations completely. I'm having second thoughts about accepting the job offer in another city. The weather forecast predicted rain, but it turned out to be sunny all day. I can't decide whether to take the morning or afternoon flight to Chicago. The project deadline has been moved up by 2 weeks, which creates additional pressure. I've never been particularly good at remembering people's names at parties. The museum exhibition features artwork from several different historical periods. I'm curious about what motivated you to change your career path so dramatically. The internet connection keeps cutting out every few minutes today. I used to work night shifts at the hospital before switching to day shifts. The book I'm currently reading has completely changed my perspective on the topic. I wonder if we'll ever develop technology that can predict natural disasters accurately. The apartment hunting process has been more stressful than I anticipated. I'm impressed by how quickly she adapted to living in a foreign country. The meeting ran longer than expected, so I missed my lunch appointment. I've been trying to establish a better work-life balance this year. The new shopping center has attracted businesses from all over the region. I'm not sure if I should invest in the stock market right now. The children's laughter could be heard throughout the entire neighborhood. I've noticed that I'm more productive when I work in complete silence. The airline lost my luggage, which contained all my clothes for the trip. I'm looking forward to the weekend when I can finally relax and unwind. The construction noise outside my office window is becoming increasingly annoying. I never realized how much I relied on my smartphone until it broke yesterday. The conference provided valuable networking opportunities for young professionals. I'm thinking about taking up photography as a serious hobby next year. The local newspaper published an article about our community volunteer program. I can't understand why some people refuse to wear seatbelts while driving. The garden has been producing an abundance of fresh vegetables this season. I'm grateful that my parents taught me the importance of saving money. The movie theater was completely empty except for me and one other person. I've been procrastinating on cleaning out my closet for several months now. The restaurant's atmosphere was romantic, but the service was disappointingly slow. I'm amazed by how much the city has changed since I moved away. The insurance company denied my claim without providing a clear explanation. I've been considering adopting a pet, but I'm not sure I'm ready for the responsibility. The technological advances in medicine have saved countless lives worldwide. I wish there were more hours in the day to accomplish everything I want to do. The professor's lecture was so engaging that nobody fell asleep during class. I'm struggling to find a balance between spending time with friends and studying. The power outage lasted for 6 hours and affected the entire neighborhood. I never thought I would enjoy hiking until I tried it for the first time. The customer service representative was patient and helpful throughout our conversation. I'm planning to surprise my parents with a visit for their anniversary. The traffic jam was caused by a minor accident on the highway. I've been learning to play chess, but I still make too many strategic mistakes. The local bakery makes the most delicious bread I've ever tasted. I'm concerned about the environmental impact of fast fashion on our planet. The presentation went smoothly despite my nervousness about public speaking. I've been experimenting with different meditation techniques to reduce stress. The library's rare book collection includes manuscripts from the medieval period. I'm thinking about learning a musical instrument to challenge myself intellectually. The neighborhood association is organizing a cleanup event for next Saturday. I can't believe how expensive groceries have become in the past year. The documentary filmmaker spent 3 years researching the subject thoroughly. I've been trying to reduce my carbon footprint by using public transportation more. The hotel room had a beautiful view of the mountains and the lake below. I'm fascinated by the complexity of human relationships and social dynamics. The sports team has been practicing intensively to prepare for the championship. I never expected that learning a foreign language would be so challenging yet rewarding. The art class has helped me discover talents I didn't know I possessed. I'm worried about the long-term effects of climate change on future generations. The vacation rental had everything we needed for a comfortable and relaxing stay. I've been volunteering at the local food bank every weekend for 6 months. The scientific research has revealed surprising connections between diet and mental health. I'm planning to start a small business selling handmade crafts online. The historical tour of the city provided insights into its fascinating past. I never imagined that retirement planning would require so much careful consideration. The cooking class taught me techniques I never would have learned on my own. I'm amazed by the resilience people show when facing difficult circumstances. The community garden has brought neighbors together and beautified the area. I've been reading about sustainable living practices and trying to implement them. The music festival featured artists from many different genres and cultural backgrounds. I'm curious about what career opportunities will exist in 20 years. The renovation project has taken longer and cost more than we originally planned. I never thought I would miss the simple pleasure of eating at restaurants. The online course has provided me with skills that are immediately applicable to work. I'm considering writing a book about my experiences traveling solo. The farmers' market supports local agriculture and provides fresh, seasonal produce. I've been practicing mindfulness to improve my focus and reduce anxiety. The theatre production was a collaborative effort involving dozens of talented people. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with such a creative and motivated team. The medical breakthrough offers hope for patients with previously untreatable conditions. I never realized how much I would learn about myself through volunteering. The investment in renewable energy will benefit both the economy and the environment. I'm excited about the possibility of working remotely while traveling the world. The childhood memories of summer vacations at the beach remain vivid and precious. I've been exploring different spiritual practices to find what resonates with me. The international conference brought together experts from universities worldwide. I'm determined to maintain my fitness routine even during busy periods at work. The small acts of kindness from strangers have restored my faith in humanity. I never expected that gardening would become such a therapeutic and rewarding hobby. The technological innovation has the potential to revolutionize how we communicate globally. I'm looking forward to discovering what new adventures and opportunities await in the future.